Hey guys, Mur-Lock 68 here. Hope everybody's well. Hope you guys are enjoying the channel so far, and want to thank all my supporters. You know, without you guys, there's no purpose in doing this. I love the comments, the likes. So yeah, today, unfortunately, is not a out of package video. This is a video that's like I said, not out of package, but been out of package for weeks, and terrorizing me with the inability to crack this thing open. Now, the unusual, I purchased this, and as I do with most of my locks that I purchase, you've got sellers who don't display the key or the core, so I ask specifically for a full photo of the key, and I want to see the core. If it doesn't got some reasonable bidding, I don't buy it. That's the first thing. So this appears to be brand new. I have no markings on here other than the fact that it says Corban. I believe it's a combination of metal and aluminum because the magnet sticks in certain spots. There's the keyway for a 44mm with a 7.5mm shackle. This thing's a 6-pinner, and I've got nothing at all to show for it. And I'm gonna say maybe a solid 2 hours. I'm just fixing some of my picks as I sit here and complain a little bit. So this video has the potential to be volatile, which is just as much out of character for me as it is for William Mansell and Paul Springett to rant. So I ask that you guys be patient throughout this video. Lock the doors, pull down the blinds, get the popcorn on, make all your necessary calls, or call in sick to work. Do what you gotta do, because we're going in. Corban works like a charm. After spending a couple of hours just reading the, it's like one of those contracts with a very tiny print. It says right here, will not open without key. Yeah, well, they're not kidding. This thing has given me 0. And you know, I don't reveal the key to the end, you guys know that. So I'm gonna say that this is the beginning of hour number 3, somewhere along there. So we're gonna do it in hand and give it a shot, guys. Here we go. Using Daz's pick. Okay, I am getting the tension I need. It is heavily spring loaded, which has been part of my problem. Pins are moving freely, as you can probably hear, but this thing does not give any type of feedback whatsoever. And I earmarked today as the day that you know, him or I are going down. One of us is So I'm going to relinquish the title here tonight. Somebody's O must go. I don't have a lot of Corbans in the collection, other than the ones I've been getting recently. But something so tiny to have 6 pins in the core, I found unusual. I'm a firm believer that this thing is going to need heavy tension for whatever reason to get into it. I can't see it opening any other way. Now those are distinct clicks, and the tension using a modified wiper insert, just a tiny one, as you can see it barely sticks past my finger. This is the one I like to use on the Abus 7440s or 7240s. I think the problem here is overcoming the spring, and you know, if you guys remember, I still have that Ilko hiding somewhere around here. Oh, right here. This guy's got well over 7 hours into it, and I haven't been back to it just for the simple reason that there are small kids in the house, and neighbors in the area are relatively older, so I want to attempt to maintain some sort of peace. So, but rest assured, we're going to get back to it at some point. I find that the minute I let off the tension on this thing, it's just not crackle pop, everything just drops. So this video will be posted regardless today. It does have huge possibilities of being a whipped video. Not whipped without a fight at this point. I'm gonna step off the boundary and say that the key that came with this thing has got to be, I don't know, it's just my opinion. I mean, my opinion, you know, my video, my opinion, I guess. It's got to be one of the nicest biddings I've seen on a, I mean, you've seen some locks where you gotta ask yourself, were they comatose when they came up with this crappy bidding? I mean, does anybody realize that? Or, well, that wasn't the case with this lock for sure. I'm not going to say that that's a full set. I don't, not 100% sure that there would be security pins in here. To me, and I'm not as experienced, but I just don't feel. I tell you, this is a lock that I would sacrifice and take it apart. I gotta be honest. And another one would be that Ilko that sits in front of me. Just, you know, I think the Ilko, still till today, the pins don't move properly. There is, you know, something going on with that one. There's no excuses, but it's fact that when you release the core, you don't hear all the pins drop until you manually turn it back a little bit, and then you hear the rest of the pins drop. So that's got to be worth something. It's got to say that there's something going on there. And this one, it's funny, you think you know where the problem is, and what makes you even more useless is the fact that you can't resolve it. Just want to check something here. It's definitely closed. Just want to see if there's a binder there on 3. I'm going to lose this tensioner now, so I'm going to go back. Been trying to employ the bounce technique as far as the tension goes to see if I could get that pin to bounce into its spot. I mean, it just has not been easy. You almost want to resort to some sort of torture and just drill this thing open. You know, when you get into a funk with a lock, it holds power over you right off the bat. I mean, you know, this thing, I think I've tried it counterclockwise, but it's no movement counterclockwise. You definitely don't hear any pins. Okay, maybe there. assume that if the key doesn't turn it counterclockwise, you're not picking it counterclockwise, but I don't know. I have to... Pins do feel loose. Pin 1 is loose, 2, 3, so 4 is bound up, 5, 6, 'kay, so we do have pins moving around. Let's go back. I don't think I'm going to get in this way. Tensioner is in the way. No, I'm not going to get in with this pick. Let's try that one there. See, you've got good action there on the cam, so I'm just going to try to bounce it, see what happens. Just going down the stack. There was a definite set in 4, 5, and 3. So 3, 4, and 5. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think I got everything out of 6. Yeah. Firm believer that I think it's pin 6, guys. Pin 6. And we're 18 minutes in. Well on our way to the whipped library. Yeah, not good attitude to have. You're trying to teach. I know we all have this lock in our collection, just that I have about 100 of them that I can't open, but most of them have not been tried since the channel started. So eventually you gotta get into the bucket. Alright. Yeah. Just doesn't look like counter to me. It looks like standard pins. So I'm just pulling that up just a little bit. Get me a little deeper in there. Continue the bounce tradition here. And see if this thing is... See there, I have no tension, nothing. You didn't hear any pins clicking back. That's the kind of tension you need to get this thing going. So, let's see. That's not going to work. Yeah, that just does not feel good. This tensioner is gonna go fucking flying and take out an eye. That's what's gonna happen here. Just feel it. Pardon the pun. See, all my pins are moving, which means I got no fucking tension on this thing. None. Nobody's binding. So this is just basically a chit-chat video, guys. I'm telling you that I'm going to sacrifice this lock. There's this, I can't show you now, I just want to hold on to my tension. I don't know, the way the casing's been held into place, you're not going to get into it from the side like you would the brass ones. So there's tension there. You've got this on the back. I don't know if they pounded that in or what the hell is holding it into place, but you definitely got a seam there that this was pressed together, and you've got some sort of, I don't know if it's a plug or if it's just a design in the back, but anyway, alright, let's see. Just so you know, there's a reason why that's so short. All these are made out of Broken Sparrow's picks. I heated them up and bent them to some odd shapes and see if we could still recycle them before they get put out to pasture. So, I'm gonna try this one here. I can still get all the way back with it. Just felt that the finish might have been binding there. Just going pin by pin. These are the days of our lives. Why would I want to come home from a fucking night shift and fucking work on this guy? Tell me. I'll tell you why. This bastard's giving me nightmares. So, once I get him open, he's gonna be gutted. I'm gonna fucking rip it apart. Not something I wanna do, but it's gonna potentially be warranted. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. And no, I'm not putting a rake in it. I want to get in it the hard way. It's just my preference. Just going down the stack pin by pin. See, I don't see that there's a pin that's binding. I mean a pin that's not moving freely. That felt strange. Let me just go back here. This lock has a bad attitude. You gotta take it. Oh, this is interesting. Now it sticks a little bit. Okay. I think that this lock is brand new. It's just the way it appears to me. Original Corban stamped key. You guys want me to rake it, don't you? Oh boy. Just want to test something out here. Just want to see how far I have to go to overcome. See right there, there's no tension. Right there, nothing. There we go. So that's how deep I have to go. So it's calling for heavy tension, which in turn calls for broken picks, or for picks to be broken. And that's okay. I mean, got over 1,173 picks here, so. And we are venturing into the danger zone of 31 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Please keep your seatbelts fastened, as we will soon be coming towards the runway. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep going here. Oh, Jesus. Just going to keep going now and doing some quick resets. And basically trying to bully it open. It's clearly my inability to balance the tension, because the minute I make the wrong move, everything drops. And some pins are so tight that you need to kind of let off a little bit. And oh yeah, we're gonna gut this fucking thing. We're gonna gut it. Gut it like a freshly caught fish after a long day of fishing, eh? Yeah, let's try that. Let's try that. We're gonna go about another 18 minutes. Let's see. Yeah, might as well. We want to make sure that we lose circulation in all the fingers, not just a few. That wouldn't be fair. So we want to be consistent across the board here. Okay. Let me see if I can find my friend. Where is my friend? Don't have many of them, but where the fuck is that pick? There we go. Now this one won't survive. This is the SS Dev. Yeah, I cannot get it by the. But so let's go upstairs here for a second. Let's go upstairs. Let's go upstairs with a little bit of. Everybody in the air. And finally, I just don't care. coming up to the whipped stage of this video. Okay guys, close your eyes now, close your eyes. This fucking thing has no conscience whatsoever. Just, it's not interested in fucking opening it, that's it. For me to have to stoop this fucking low and bring in the octarake. Where did I bring in the octarake? Yeah. 0. Absolutely fucking nothing.